Welcome to B-Movie Enema the series, my dear Enemaniacs. My name is Jeff Arbuckle, your local B-Movie proctologist, here with my trusty partner in crime, Nurse Disembodied. Nurse, how's it going over there?
Doing great, Jeff. Say, what do you think we'll get this week for our movie? We've already had vampires and spiders. What do you think the B-Movie Poop Shoot has for us today?
Well, it sounds as though he's about to reveal all.
Oh God, I hope he doesn't reveal all. I can't imagine what that would be like.
Alright, let's see what we have here. Oh, well, this one might be interesting.
What is it? Is it a good one?
Oh God, no.
No? Well, that's disappointing.
How about I tell you that this is not only really bad, but it's absolutely bonkers, like super bonkers.
I don't know if that makes me feel any better. All right, what's the damage? What are we going to have to watch?
Girl Gang.
Girl Gang?
Girl Gang.
Ooh, that sounds really empowering. Oh.
Oh, Nursey. Oh, boy, you cracked me up.
I didn't think I was being funny.
You were. It's fine. So, Girl Gang.
Girl Gang.
Yeah, so this isn't your typical going out with the girl gang and hitting up the Chippendales or having, like, I don't know, a panty try-on party, sitting around and talking about guys while, I don't know, pounding ice cream.
Your understanding of what goes on in the lives of girls and women is staggering.
Hey, thanks. Anyway, no, this is not hanging out with the girls or having a group of girl bosses. It's more about having a girl gang.
Really killing the description here, Jeff.
Well, now, if you'd stop interrupting, I'll give you the full description here. So, now, the name of this movie is Girl Gang. I said this refers to the idea of there being a gang of girls, ostensibly a gang of girls who are doing illegal things, right? I mean, this is 1954, and it's one of those classic exploitation movies that's supposed to be kind of as R-rated as a movie in 1954 could get, and kind of ooze some sexiness from women in these situations, right?
Hey, if you say so.
Well, this one is special.
So it's good?
Oh, Nurse, as I previously stated earlier, you cracked me up.
I guess that means it's bad.
Oh, it's kind of crazy how bad this movie is. There are about 50 million people who know who Ed Wood is. Now, while I'm not sure it's fair to say that he is objectively the worst director in the history of film, I mean, I can name a couple of other people who could challenge Wood for that title. One of those people I could name is Robert C. D'Urtano. You know, just to name someone off the top of my head. But Girl Gang is a movie that has the look and feel of an Ed Wood flick. It's got a grimy and dirty subject matter with girls being sassy and criminal and a bad guy who kind of controls them. The way he controls them is through the use of drugs. And so if you were to watch this movie, then describe it to someone and then ask them who they thought would have made a movie like that, you'd probably get more than a few people who would guess Wood. But Girl Gang is not an Edward D. Wood Jr. movie.
Who made it?
Well, that would be Robert C. D'Urtano. Now, we'll come back around to the Ed Wood connection because there is one, but D'Urtano made movies roughly around the same time as Wood. The main difference between the two of them is that D'Urtano only directed 6 films in total. He was only active between 1951 and 1957. In 1951, D'Urtano made Racket Girls, a movie covered on Mystery Science Theater 3000 that was about a women's wrestling league that was used as a front for a guy's money laundering racket. The same year, he also made Paris After Midnight. That shouldn't be confused with London After Midnight, which is about a vampire. But Paris After Midnight is a drama about a couple of American soldiers who get arrested after some mishaps with some French women.
Mishaps with some French women? That sounds like 50s for being sex pests.
Yeah, sure does. But the year before making Girl Gang, he made A Night in Hollywood.
Let me guess. That's about a couple of guys having mishaps with Californian girls.
No, it's a documentary about burlesque. It's probably more accurate to call it one of those stag films that just shows women doing their burlesque and strip acts. But after Girl Gang, 3 years after, to be exact, Durtano's final 2 films came out. Journey to Freedom, about an Eastern European coming to America and having to escape from communist agents, and Gun Girls, which, like this movie, also features a gang of teenage girls who go about doing crimes. And that was all Durtano did. He was in the business for 6 years, he made 6 movies, and he quit. Durtano ended up living for nearly 50 years after making his final film. He died at the age of 101 in December 2005. But, are you ready for the big connections to Ed Wood?
Sure? Yeah, sure. Hit me with your best shot, Doc.
Now, the producer of this film was George Weiss. Now, Weiss was known for being a Z-movie producer. He produced Durtano's Racket Girls and Paris After Midnight before Girl Gang. But the movie that likely made Weiss notorious was 1953's Glen or Glenda. That was the movie that made Ed Wood. It wasn't his first, but it was the movie that made him notorious. It's the type of movie that would follow someone for the rest of their life. While being an exploitation movie, I will argue that Glen or Glenda has something to kind of say. Sure, it was 1953. Sure, it's a movie that is sold on the idea of a man dressing as a woman. Of course, it also uses the way out-of-date term of transvestite. However, it's not without a kernel of something that might be socially important to consider, discuss, and understand about people. And it was somewhat autobiographical in some ways too. Wood was indeed a crossdresser, and it is said that he used to talk about how he would be more afraid of being wounded on the battlefield while he served in the military because it would be discovered that he was wearing women's underwear. Wood admitted to his wife, Kathy O'Hara, that his mother used to dress him in girls' clothing, and that his particular appreciation for Angora fabric was not a sexual inclination, but a way for him to find comfort. But anyway, the year after producing and releasing something that would ultimately become one of the most memorable trash movies ever made, George Weiss made the movie we are about to watch now. Now, starring in this movie is another major connection to Wood and Weiss, Timothy Farrell. Now, Farrell only appeared in 15 films. However, he worked rather closely with Weiss with films like Test Tube Babies and then the other Durtano films like Racket Girls, Paris After Midnight, and Gun Girls. However, with Weiss, he also appeared in Dance Hall Racket, The Devil's Sleep, and Glen or Glenda. Beyond appearing in those films, he worked twice more on Wood projects, Jailbait, which Ed Wood directed himself, and The Violent Years, which Wood wrote, and Farrell would also get an uncredited appearance in the 1954 version of A Star is Born, which was nominated for 6 Academy Awards. Now, it's uncertain if Wood attended the Oscar ceremony that year and if he wore his favorite Angora sweater.
I bet he looked stunning.
Probably. Anyway, you can't have a title like Girl Gang without having a dame in the lead that's worth going to the movies for. Playing the character June is Joanne Arnold. And of course, she was a Playboy Playmate of the Month. In fact, it was in May 1954's Playboy that she received that honor. So I'm guessing that helped get some eyeballs on this cheap little movie. She worked relatively consistently between 1951 and 1962. Girl Gang was only her second credited role. Most of the stuff that she did for the first few years she appeared in were uncredited, as is the case in most of that era. But however, her last role is a favorite around B-Movie Enema. Oh yes, it's Chatterbox, starring B-Movie Enema's favorite gal, Candace Ryerson.
Hey, I thought I was B-Movie Enema's favorite gal.
Sure you are. Why would you think otherwise? Anyway, I think we should probably start the movie. This flick is a bit short, so we'll be back in roughly 20 minutes or so.
That'll give me time to get my own girl gang together, too.
Come on in, girls. I'll tell Joe you're here.
Yeah, tell him to hurry. It's very important.
Hi, kids. What gives?
Just blazing a few weeds.
Yeah, me too. Got to revitalize my system. You kids joining in?
Yeah, let's make it a tea party.
Can't do it. We're here on business.
Yeah, just dragged in a new deal.
Got another car for you.
A real slick job, too.
Where's it at?
Outside on the lot, of course.
How many times have I told you kids not to drag a hot car out here?
We need money fast, that's why.
Better go down and take a look at it before the owner comes around and claims it.
Incidentally, how'd you kids get the car?
Well, we just laid the driver to rest out on the highway.
How many times have I told you, no rough stuff?
I only touched him lightly.
Yeah, he must have been the weak type. Why bother with details, Joe? We get them. You buy them.
Okay, I'll take a look at it. Jack, come on, let's go out and look at the car.
Okay, boss.
Don't forget, we want a quick deal.
Just as Jack and I are snug as two fleas on a camel's back, you gals gotta barge in and take him away from me.
He'll be right back. He only went outside to look at the junk heap we brought in for Joe.
You must be loaded. Let me have a puff off your weed.
Go ahead. Anything else you want?
Quit crying. We'll make it up to you as soon as we get some money from Joe.
Joe promised to put me next to a good deal, too.
Yeah? Tell us about it.
I ain't talking right now.
The car looks okay. Drive it over to Bud's garage and come right back.
Okay, boss.
What? $200? Well, it's nothing for that car. We gotta split that 4 ways.
We can sell it ourselves and get 4 times that much.
Oh, no, you can't. It's a hot car. I gotta give it a new paint job and change the serial numbers on the engine. And I have to practically give it away to get my dough out of the deal.
Yeah? And you take our money back as soon as we get it from you. You sure got us coming and going.
Oh, let's forget the whole thing. Tomorrow's another day. Here's your share, and let's stop beefing.
This'll just about last me 2 days. Here, take some money. I want a shot.
By the way, you owe me $8. I'll take that, too.
Let's load up if we're going to the cellar.
Hey, how about me? When do I get to join the Cellar Club?
Anytime now. Joe tells me you're being a regular gal these days.
Okay.
Yeah, Joe, why not come along with us? You know you're always welcome.
Sorry, girls, can't do it. Gotta watch the joint. You know, you never can tell when business will drop in.
No sticks for me. I want another shot. Heron, that is.
Okay, I'll have Daisy take care of you. Let's have your money, girls. Come on. All right, on your way. Come on, on your way. I'm busy here.
Say, Joe, how about a couple sticks on the cuff?
Sorry, honey, can't do it.
Ah, come on. You can't be that mean.
Oh, it's you. Hello, Doc.
I'll give you my word. I'll pay you back just as soon as I get some money.
Your word don't mean a thing. As it is, you're getting too many of these on the cuff. Come to think of it, you owe me 10 or 12 bucks already.
I can't help it, Joe. I just gotta have it. It's gotta where I don't feel these things anymore. I gotta have 5 or 6 a day to keep me going.
Anyone would think you're an old-timer.
Could be. How was I to know it'd get you so fast?
Say, what's going on around here? Kid parties?
As if you didn't know.
Oh, I just thought I'd ask.
They're, grown-up kids.
You don't say.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Joe's educating one of them right now.
That always kind of makes me just a little nervous. Say, you haven't got a little drink, have you?
I guess so. As long as you don't ask me for money on top.
Come to think of it, I could use a little of that now, too.
Don't you worry, honey. I'll show you something stronger. Something make you wish you'd never seen marijuana before.
You mean it?
Sure do.
Well, you're a swell guy, Joe. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Oh, hello, Doc. Come on in. Good doc's always handy to have around.
Always been competent, haven't I?
June, I want you to meet Doc Bedford. Old Sawbones here is a regular guy.
Oh, we've met before, haven't we, Doc?
That is, professionally.
You're okay, Doc.
Say, how many bosses do you work for anyway?
Oh, I get around. Glad to be of service, you know.
Come to think of it, you can be of a little service right now.
What is it, boss?
I want you to show June here how to use a needle.
Why, she's only a kid.
From what you just said, it seems you'd met before. Professionally, that is. That ought to take her out of the kid bracket.
That was medical. This is different.
Did I ask for an opinion?
Each day you give me the dirtiest jobs. I don't feel like breaking a kid in on a habit.
The way you talk, anyone would think you're about to get your license back.
Oh, you needn't bring that up. That makes me nervous. And besides, it's only a piece of paper.
You're getting kind of particular all of a sudden, aren't you?
Why pick on me? You sell that stuff. Why don't you show them how to use it?
All right, give me a clean needle and I'll show her how it's done. Mighty handy way of carrying your equipment. I know. Just in case of emergency. Now get out. If I need you, I'll call you. Go on, get out of here.
Is this something really good?
Nothing like it. First thing you know, you'll want nothing else but.
For the life of me, Daisy, I can't see what makes you hang around Joe. He doesn't even pay any attention to you. His mind's on kids, like the one he's in there educating now.
It isn't Joe I'm interested in. Just that hanging around this joint makes it easy for me to get what I need.
Too bad, Daisy. You're a good kid. Why'd even help you try and break the habit?
It's too late, Doc. You saw that kid in there with Joe. Well, not long ago, I, too, was listening to Joe. In that same room.
Always be sure and have the needle as clean as possible. Now pay close attention, June.
I'm watching.
Heroin is sold in capsules. It's a lot more expensive than marijuana. When you need it, see me.
I got you, Joe. You're a regular guy.
Be seeing you, Daisy.
So long, Doc.
Hi, Doc. Here, hold this. You dissolve it in a spoon with a few drops of water. And then you heat the drug with a match. You then absorb it into the hypodermic like this. Put your leg up on the couch. You inject the stuff under the skin. On a girl, the leg is best. Few will get to see the needle marks.
Well, after that, Aaron, and the long walk back, I guess I earned myself a joy pop.
You didn't give me a chance to offer. As a matter of fact, I had you in mind. Come on in the kitchen, I'll fix you up. What'd they say over at the garage?
Oh, it's a hot car, all right. They'll have to give it a paint job real fast and switch numbers on the motor.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. Bud's got customers waiting just for a job like that. Oh, you seem to know your stuff right in the vein.
Yep, I like my drug to act faster and work powerful. That's why I go in for hitting the mainliner.
Hey, a little too much water there. Pour a little of water out. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. There you go.
See, we promoted June into a customer for the heavy stuff. She'll have the habit and have it bad in no time at all.
That's not for you to say.
June is a nice kid, but she'll soon be as bad as I am. She'll find out it takes a lot more money.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. Girls can take care of themselves very nicely. A lot more so than men.
You don't have to tell me. I know it as well as you do.
Say, by the way, Jack, it's been quite some time since you brought me a greenhorn. I could use a few new customers.
All right, June, I'll have a couple for you tomorrow. They're school kids.
Do I ask questions? It'll mean some more free shots for you.
And don't forget June. She'll soon be going strong on the new habit, too. Thanks to you. Come on. Oh. All right, we can come back tomorrow.
Okay. Hold on, I'll ask Joe. Hey, boss. Jack on the phone wants to know if it's okay to bring over a couple of dudes.
Sure, tell them to bring them over before they change their minds.
Right. Hello, Jack? Boss says it's okay. No. Nobody here but Joe and I. Bring him over anytime. Bye.
So, nurse, what you got going on over there?
This is my girl gang.
Betty Boop?
Yes.
Betty Rubble?
Yep.
Velma from Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Jinkies, I had no idea you had such famous girlfriends.
I ain't no loser, Daddy-O. My girl gang knows what to do.
And what's that?
We pretend our car's broken down on the side of the street. We wait for some real nerd to stop off and help us out. Then we blackjack his ass in the back of the head and we take his wallet and his money. It's a real good racket, man.
That kind of reminds me of something that happened to me a couple of weeks ago.
Whatever could you possibly mean?
I thought I saw a girl dressed as a cave woman. But only sort of dressed as a cave woman. But anyway, she had a car broken down on the side of the road. Next thing I know, I woke up hours later when a vulture was trying to pluck my eyeballs out of my skull.
Oh, that was you? Hey, Betty. No, not Boop. Rubble. Betty number 2. Yeah, you. You trying to brain the boss? I know you're high most of the time, but did you try to brain the boss? Yeah, well, knock it off or we won't get our stash. Anyway, so, Jeff, you got our stuff?
You better believe I do, Dollface.
Gimme.
Hey now, slow your horses there. You still owe me some money. Don't forget, you got that stuff earlier that cost $2. And then there was that time you paid me back like $1.50, but at the same time you borrowed another $5.45.
But I thought I paid you back that.
Well, you did, but then you borrowed 75 more cents to help you get a book of stamps.
A book of stamps?
Yeah, a book of stamps so you could send me a check for the rest of what you owed me.
I don't remember any book of stamps.
Well, you did.
I did?
You did, see, and then I needed to loan you $6 more to get stuff across the border when your lousy no-good boy toy skipped out on you being our mule.
Aw, geez.
Yeah, I'll just add those to your tab.
How much is that gonna be?
Another Lincoln.
$5 more?
That's right, doll. These things don't get any cheaper. I mean, I have to deal with inflation like anyone else, you dig?
I suppose so.
Hey, you girls back there, yeah, you probably owe me some money too. I mean, how about $5 more from each of you? But anyway, here you go. Spread these sticks around and, I could use a group of sexy lady people like the 4 of you doing jobs for me. I mean, you can work your pixie dust debts off and work for me.
Gee, Jeff, you're a regular guy.
Hey, I'm the regularist.
Say, I'm not so sure I'm getting the same kick out of these sticks like I used to.
Say no more, Dollface. I got you covered.
You do? Ah, that's the greatest. You're a regular guy.
So, check this out. You see this here? This can blend right in with your compact, or say your lady pills.
My lady pills?
Yeah, the ones that keep you from getting knocked up with a little rugrat.
Ah.
Now, see, these little bits in here, they pack a serious punch. So when you put a bunch of them in your mouth, be careful.
Do each of the different colors do different things?
Oh, you better believe it. So the orange ones gives you a nice smooth buzz. The pink ones, they make you feel like you're drunk, so don't mix them in with actual booze. The red ones make you see things. The yellow ones, I don't remember what they do, but the green ones?
Yeah?
You ever hear about what green M&Ms did?
Yeah?
Well, 10 times more and better.
Wowzers, gimme.
Now, these cost you a lot more than the sticks.
They do?
Yeah, now you better believe it. These are much more potent.
Aw, geez. I think I might have to get a job as a secretary. Hopefully there'll be some sad, lonely old man to seduce so I can steal his cash.
Hey there. Maybe, but listen up, girls. This goes for all yous girl gang girls.
What you need, big boss?
Your job is to scope the town. Bring back someone new to get initiated, see?
We can do that.
And I'll give each of you a 10% discount for every person you bring to get hooked on the good stuff.
That's swell. You're a regular guy, Jeff.
All right, well, take a look at this.
Look at that shiner.
Yeah, now this is something a little more than just a shiner, baby. You can wear something like this to a dance hall or a hoedown or a sock hop. See, wear it around your finger and lick it every now and then to get a little bit of a special boost.
Ooh, that sounds lush.
Yeah, only the best for you, Dollface. But be careful, these are really addictive.
How much will it set me back?
The first one's on me, babe.
That's just swell. You're a regular guy, Jeff.
Yeah, you got that right. Now go forth with your girl gang and find cars to steal and people to come here and get hooked on the powder.
You got it, boss.
Oh, and nurse.
Yeah, boss?
Now don't forget, you girls all owe me money and I aim to collect. So maybe pick up some one ads and find yourself a secretary job while you're out there.
Do we gotta?
Hey, these sweets aren't cheap sweets.
I guess you're right.
That a girl. Now don't worry though. you can still have your tab open.
You're a regular guy, Jeff.
Here's your gang, boss. Susan wants a shot. I'll take care of her in the kitchen.
Good. Jack?
Hi, boss. I want you to meet Wanda and Bill here, pals of mine. Sorry we're late, Wanda.
My pals, too.
It's a pleasure, I assure you. Wanda and I have been getting acquainted while she was waiting for you. Say, you sure your friends aren't too young?
They're okay. They're not too young for you, Joe. Besides, they've never tried anything before.
Well, that's just wonderful. Make yourself at home. Sit down.
We've never tried it before.
I'm not afraid. I'm ready to give it a try.
Well, let's get down to business. You kids got any money?
Sure, I got money.
Don't worry about me. I always have money. My folks, well, I mean, they always give me the money I need.
That's interesting to know. I'll mark you down as a preferred customer. Here are your weeds.
Just one for Bill and Wanda.
Oh, I almost forgot. Beginners.
Take it easy, Joe. They'll soon be regular fellows, however.
Just to show you kids that you're welcome because you're newcomers, when you leave, I'm going to give you one apiece on the house.
Gee, thanks a lot. That's swell.
We appreciate it, mister.
Drop it. Call me Joe.
Joe's a regular guy, kids. Hey, Joe, I can use a weed later. How about a joy pop? I think I've earned it.
Yeah, me too, Joe. I think I can use a mainliner.
Sure, I'll put it on the cuff. Those things come high. Be right back.
Let's blaze them right away. But watch out, kids. Since you've never tried it before, you'll hit the ceiling.
Here, I'll steer you on how to do it.
Hold it, kid. Hold it.
Just hold it a second. Just like a couple of old timers. It'll be easier on the next drag.
Take another puff. It'll help. Just go easy at first.
Not bad.
I'm beginning to like it.
Oh, just be a couple of old timers like us pretty soon.
Yeah, and I want to join the Cellar Club, too.
It's got 'em.
Well, they're tuned in from now on.
Say, how about you fellas? I don't see you smoking.
Oh, don't worry about us. We go in for something a little stronger.
You don't say. I got to find out about that.
Ah, you will soon enough. When the right time comes.
I'm satisfied with this. It's all I want.
Come on, Jack. Let's find out what's keeping Joe all this time.
Yeah, we'll see you later, kids.
Take your time. Take your time.
Good thing you're ready, Joe. My nerves are beginning to get the jumping jives.
You didn't think I was going to give you a joy pop in front of those dumb kids, did you?
Before you know it, those kids won't be so dumb.
Just make sure you don't take too many of those mainliners.
Only when I need them. I gotta be going. Feel like a million.
Hey, aren't you gonna wait for me?
No, you better stay and take care of the kids. They gotta find their way home. Maybe I'll be back by then.
Yeah, you better stay. I want to talk to you.
What about?
About that job you wanted to go on. Remember, these shots cost money. Got it all set for you to work at Brown's real estate office.
That old fossil?
Easy job. All you got to do is answer the phone and watch the front office.
Yeah, what else am I supposed to do?
Nothing much. Just keep borrowing from them a little each day. $4 or $5. Enough to pay for some of these shots you need.
Sounds boring to me.
Not for long. Time will come when I'll tell you to do better. That guy's got dough.
Okay, Joe. Anything you say. You're a regular guy. You kids gonna remain here?
What time is it?
It'll soon be 7. Joe says he may need the room.
Quit beefing. We're staying. How about a few more Mary Janes? You too, honey.
Yeah, bring in the crowd.
You better call your ma, Wanda, so you don't get into trouble. Tell her you're having supper with me.
My ma doesn't worry about me. She has lots of friends. Wealthy people always have lots of friends.
Just the same, you better call your ma.
No, you call her. She might believe you. I'm dizzy.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll tell her.
I want to thank you for bringing in the new customers. You're a swell gal and I like you. Anytime you want a favor, ask me.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
Say, that Wanda's quite a gal.
You just keep away from her. She's too young.
If that's true, she's starting early. Weeds today, shots tomorrow.
Hey, I thought you were on my side.
I am. I like you.
Say, mister, I got a phone call to make. Got a dime?
Out of money?
You don't expect kisses for nothing.
Come on, go sit over in that chair. Come on, come on. Won't do yourself any good acting that way. Be nice and you'll go places.
Well, you frightened me.
I didn't mean to.
Don't you worry, Mrs. Johnson. We're going to have a swell dinner. You don't mind?
I thought you were June's pet.
Well, just pet, that's all.
I'm sorry.
That's better. Here. This ought to make us pals.
Gee, thanks a lot.
No, Mrs. Johnson, there are no boys with us. I know you won't be lonely. I can hear you have company. Goodbye. Oh, it's you. Hello, Doc.
Yep, I can tell. You're all hopped up. You've just had another shot.
So what of it, Doc? Be sensible.
Where's Joe?
In the room with a couple of kids.
Kids. Hello, Joe.
Oh, hello, Doc.
What's this frothy little thing? I haven't seen her around the joint before.
This is Wanda. She's new here. Had her sticks today for the first time. Can't say she's green anymore.
Hello, Wanda. Sweet name.
Yep.
Say, what's this refuse doing here?
Oh, that's Bill.
For a moment, I thought the garbage collectors were on strike.
Say, Doc, how would you like a good stiff drink?
Say, that's what I come in here for.
Then how about you and Joe going out in the kitchen while I take care of Wanda?
Think we can try for the Cellar Club soon?
I'm ready whenever you are. What about Bill here?
We got to include him, or he and his folks might make it rough for us.
Okay. I'll talk to Dot and the other gals. Say, would you happen to have some money you could loan me?
Sure. I can always talk my folks out of money.
I'll pay you back.
Forget it. It's yours for bringing me here. But don't tell any of the others.
Just a minute there. Before you gals can go any further, you should know that there are certain initiation requirements.
Yeah, I know all about it. Tell her. She doesn't.
You promised I could join your regular smoke.
Hey, you're advancing pretty fast, honey, but I still don't think you know about these certain requirements.
Well, you know I've wanted to belong for a long time.
It isn't quite as simple as that. Not many girls belong to our gang. You see, we sort of choose them.
You mean you don't want me?
Well, that isn't it. If you make the requirements, you belong to the club.
Well, all right. What are these so-called requirements?
Well, you have to make love to 5 boys who belong to the club.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
Maybe you didn't quite understand. I mean make love to each one, intimately.
You mean have relations with 5 boys? Oh, I don't think I could.
Well, you'll have plenty of free smokes from the boys and you won't even know it. We'll see that the boys are not all around on the same day.
Did you do that?
Sure.
Flo, Jessie, and Betty, too?
Why, certainly. Every girl that's a member.
Well, I'm game. I guess if you kids can, I can, too.
That's the girl.
I'm scared.
Oh,
I hope
now
nothing goes wrong.
Don't you worry one bit. Doc Bedford's on our payroll.
Yeah, we see that he gets a bottle every so often.
We're well organized, if you ask me.
Guess I'm not as tough as I thought.
Here, honey, smoke this. It'll calm your jumpy nerves.
Gee, thanks.
Come on, jerk. I didn't come here for nothing. I gotta be initiated.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Yeah!
Oh, no! Oh, no!
This is beginning to cost me $6 and $8 a day. I need money and I need it bad. I'm desperate, Joe. I didn't know I was going to graduate to this stuff.
They all do, honey.
Well, what about that job at Brown's Real Estate?
I'll talk to you about it right now, but first you need a shot to sort of calm your nerves.
I know I've got the shakes, Joe, but I haven't any money.
Don't let that worry your pretty little head. I'm not going to charge you. I thought we were pals.
Brown today?
No. No, it's too late today. You can see him tomorrow.
Here's the $6 you wanted.
Remember, Mr. Brown, it's only a loan. I promise to pay you back.
That makes $18 in 3 days. You won't have much coming when payday comes.
I have so many bills to pay it. It's just terrible being a poor working girl.
I'm only glad to help. You're a nice girl, June.
Why, thank you, Mr. Brown. I could be awfully good to you, Mr. Brown. I'm just full of loving.
I bet you could, too.
Say about $50 worth?
You talking about money?
Oh, let's call it a loan. I still have bills to pay, and you'll get your money back.
I wish I knew what those bills were for. You already owe me $30.
You mean I'm only good for $30?
No, honey, I didn't mean that. But this will make it $80.
Please don't. I'm already falling in love with you.
I'll get the $50 later.
No, I won't play that way. I want it now.
I see what you mean. I'll get the money from the safe.
That sure was a good piano party.
Yeah, it really was a good time. Really rocking good time. Say, girls, you did a really good job bringing in some new initiates. Girls. Girls. Yo.
Huh? You say something?
I did?
Sounds like you did.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I did.
What did you say?
Oh, yeah. I was saying you girls did a good job bringing in some new initiates.
Oh, yeah. I just said you were a regular guy.
Yeah, I figured you might say something like that.
Yeah, I'm surprised how excited they were to swing.
Hey, who doesn't like swinging and listening to the piano for like a really, really long time?
That swing set out back is a really good add-on to the hideout, boss man.
You were right. Who doesn't like swinging for hours?
Yeah, up and down. Fun times, man.
Say.
What?
You know, I don't mean to sound like a prick, but you guys don't look so good over there.
Nah, we're feeling really good.
I'm thinking you girls have gone a little too hard with that stuff.
It's fine. I'm doing fine. We're all fine.
You know something? The two Bettys don't look so hot. They look pretty stoned. You're holding it pretty good, but that Velma chick?
Yeah? What about her?
I'm not too sure I like the way she's looking at me.
What? Nah, she's cool. She's cool, trust me.
I don't know. She looks like she's always thinking. I don't need someone around here thinking too smart. Not with what I got going on around here with the sugar and the kids dancing to the piano music.
She's cool, Jeff. She's definitely not thinking about toppling your drug and girl gang empire.
Wait, what was that?
What?
What?
No, she's cool.
Hey, if you say so.
Hey, Jeff?
What's up?
Do you think, that all this going on here is, I don't know, kind of weird?
What do you mean?
Should we be handing out this junk to teenagers?
Hey, you gotta make money to spend money. Or... You know what I mean.
My point is, we're in this weird B-movie butt bodega and trying to get young people hooked on sticks and powders that...
Spit it out.
It just seems like we're trying really hard to be as sketch as we possibly can. Like, shouldn't we be trying to use Halloween as our main holiday to get people hooked? Like, that could be our Black Friday or something? Maybe I can get the girl gang to go out and steal a van for us to go around town and hand out samples and deal on the streets instead of people bringing other people here to this place.
What kind of van? What were you thinking?
Like one that's fairly nondescript. Like a white van. Probably don't want too many windows for the fuzz to look inside or... Actually, you know what? I think we should pass on that idea too.
Hey, whatever you say, Chickadee.
Look, I think we can really get this stuff dealing hot and heavy. We could make so much money off the goods. I know how much it costs.
Oh, you do you?
Well, yeah. You're always telling me how much money I owe you for my fixes. I had to get a job as a secretary to pay off my debt to you. And the guy I'm working for, Mr. Brown, he's such a dirty old man. He looks at me all the time.
You could really use that to your advantage. Come on to him. See if he'll give you a loan or open up the safe long enough for you to maybe knock him out or something and take his money. Then you can bring the money back here and we can, I don't know, start up a gambling den or something.
A gambling den?
Yeah, we can make more money doing that.
Why don't we just knock over a gas station or something? Those probably have all kinds of cash in them. Maybe more cash than any place else.
A gas station, eh?
Yeah.
You think you can take your girl gang and do that?
Probably. What do you say, girls? You think we can steamroll some Poor Drip's gas station? All right, we're in.
Make sure you take that Velma broad with you. She freaks me out.
Yeah, she's coming with. All right, girls, let's get... oh, it looks like Betty number 1 is not doing so hot.
Betty number 1. Which one is that again?
Boop? The Boopster?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, she isn't looking so good. She better stay here.
Good idea. I'll take the rest of the girls and we'll come back with all the monies.
All right, good. Okay, well, I guess meanwhile I'll just hang out here at the piano dance party hoedown thing. I'll go back to that party. I mean, I guess some of those kids are going to need some pixie sticks or something. Maybe we should get back to the movie. What's the movie we were watching again? Plain Jane's and the Playboy Model? That doesn't sound right. No, Joe, that girl is way too young for you. No, I don't think that was the name of it. I feel like Nurse D and I have been talking about her group of lady girls, though, this whole episode. Girl Gang, yeah, we're going back to Girl Gang. We'll be back after the exciting conclusion. Oh no, Betty? Miss Boop? Looks like you're bleeding from the nose and foaming at the mouth. Better get a doctor here quick, or possibly a dentist. None of this junk is doing good for their teeth.
I'll go now. I want to pay some of those bills, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Close the front door as you go out. I want to stay here and rest a while.
You thief! I'll have you arrested and locked up for this.
Go ahead, Mr. Brown. Pick up the phone, and I'll yell rape.
Okay. You win. But don't you ever come around here again.
Hi, Joe. About that girl, Joe. You know, we just didn't seem to get along. You know how it is.
This your gun?
Why, what's the matter, Joe? Anything wrong?
We just dropped in to return your gun to you. The one June used to get away from you after you raped her. Oh, we know all about it. You can even ask Doc here. You know Doc.
Yes, I do.
Maybe we should talk this over sort of privately.
This is just a common shakedown, that's what it is.
Call it what you want. With me, it's plain business.
The least you say, the better. The girl's the victim. That gun is the evidence, and I, as the physician, am a witness.
I see it now. I was framed before that girl ever came here to work.
All of a sudden, you're getting smart.
Okay, boys. This is all the cash I've got, unless you want to take a note.
Save your notes. Cash is what I asked for.
Hey, what is it? What's the matter with him?
He's taken an overdose.
Where'd he get all this stuff?
He stole it from Joe.
Is he okay?
He's dead, I tell you.
What should we do?
Let's get him out of here in a hurry.
Hello? Police?
He's still got a weak pulse. Call for the ambulance.
For months, gangs of these kids have been holding shindigs at night at the old warehouse by the siding, 5 blocks from here.
The setup is ideal.
Maybe so, but why pick Sunday morning for the job?
It's ideal. It's on a somewhat deserted highway on a Sunday morning. Besides, all of Saturday's receipts are on hand. We cased the station already.
I don't think I can make it. Not on Sunday morning.
Why not?
'Cause my folks make me go to church on Sunday mornings.
Oh, what do you know? A reformer amongst
All
us.
right, tone down. So what? You tell your folks you're going to church early for a change.
I guess so.
I don't know what the world's coming to. Folks just want to run your business.
Well, let's go over the plans once again so everybody knows just what to do.
Yeah, and I expect every one of you to make good. Remember, y'all owe me money, and I want it before you get any more stuff from me.
Okay, tell us once more about tomorrow morning. We'll be all set.
You drive to the gas station. When you get there, the boys get out. You order gas. While the attendant's gas in the car, you walk around and make with a conversation.
And I go to the station office and work over the register.
Right. And by then, the boys will have walked out of range of the gas station.
I get you, boss.
I got it, Joe. Then I go around and give the station attendant the old sucker routine. It'll work.
Good morning, ladies. What'll it be?
Make it about 10 gallons, big boy.
Got a phone I can use?
Sure. Out here or right inside the office.
Say, handsome, must be pretty lonesome out here.
It can be lonesome, all right, especially this early on a Sunday morning.
Sounds interesting. I mean business.
Pull through all right, thinking of kicking the habit. They all talk that way, but they generally come back. Some pusher gets to them sooner or later.
We picked up a peddler the other day. Had 10 ounces of heroin on him. This man's had over 100 arrests. He peddles narcotics to take care of his own addiction. He would, without a doubt, shoot heroin into the radiant veins of your 15-year-old daughter and would then send her into prostitution to supply the money for her addiction and his.
Are we doing anything about it?
Well, we got the information we wanted here. The kid says the fellow that supplies him the dope goes by the name of Joe.
Come on, Doc, get that bullet out.
Yeah? First I gotta know how this happened.
Oh, we held up a service station and knocked the deal.
Never mind the details. Remove the bullet.
Look, I'm a respectable doctor, even if I haven't got a license. I can't stick my neck out for nothing. Besides, I gotta get paid for a job like this.
Here's the money we got from the job. $85. It wasn't worth the trouble.
Let me have it.
I'll take that. I want to see you get started in that bullet first. You'll get your money.
Well, don't stand around. Tear her blouse off. You, get me some hot water. And you girls, leave the room. I can't have women around.
You mean to tell me the doc's gonna operate on that filthy, dirty kitchen table?
Oh, control yourself.
Get out of my way or I'll slug you.
You can't go in. It'll be over in a minute.
Take it easy, Doc.
I'll do the worrying. Here. Give her one of these tablets. We'll make sure she doesn't get up and holler.
Okay. Here.
Oh, where's my instruments?
Listen, I'm telling you, I heard Wanda's voice.
Oh, you don't hear anything.
Here, boy. Bring them instruments here, quick. Put them right here. Look, all I promised to do is to remove that bullet. The rest is up to you.
Just do your stuff, Doc, and see that there are no mistakes.
We have to work fast, boys. Hand me that clamp.
What's taking him so long?
Ah, quit worrying. Wouldn't surprise me if this operation was just another boner.
What do you mean?
Just another dead patient.
Why, you low-down tramp! There.
What's going on out there?
Well, the girls must be in trouble. I'll go and see.
No, you don't. Stay right here.
You can't go in there, son.
There it is.
I tell you, Doc, it don't look good to me.
Oh, she'll come out of it.
Doc, I tell you, she's out cold.
Way about breaking up.
Hold it! What's going on here? Surgery?
Removing a bullet without first notifying the police.
Get your hands off me, Flatfoot!
Well, the girl's dead. Which one of you removed the bullet?
The doctor did.
We'll soon find out. Where's the doctor?
He ran out when you guys came in.
He won't get far. We've got the building surrounded. Come on, we're going to take all of you.
him, might as well call the coroner.
Jeff, things got pretty messed up in that girl gang adventure. And, what's wrong with Betty number 1?
She died.
Oh.
But enough about that. But about this girl gang adventure, what happened?
The gas station jerk had a gun.
A gun?
Yeah, he was not happy about us trying to rob the place.
Oh no.
Yes, he shot Betty number 2 and her head, like, exploded, maybe?
It exploded? Wait, maybe it exploded?
I don't know. I was running when the shooting started, but Velma...
Oh, she was sketch. Or, I mean, did she survive?
Probably not.
Whew.
But she did stab the gas station guy's eyes out with a broken Coke bottle.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's pretty intense.
You can say that again.
What happened to everyone around here?
Well, as you can see, Betty number 1 died.
Yeah.
And then, but with her foaming mouth and bloody nose, well, the rest of the junkies around here, well, they decided they probably should just go home. I mean, one of them said they had to go to their grandma's birthday party tomorrow morning or something. The others decided they would rather go home to play Atari or whatever it is kids do these days.
And so our illicit substances empire has crumbled.
I mean, it would appear, but...
Still addicted to the stuff?
Yeah.
We should probably, I don't know, get some help?
That's probably a good idea.
How did people get over addiction when you were a kid?
Pop culture PSAs from TV, I think. Yeah.
Did that really work?
I don't know. Maybe we should give one a try. That one was kind of depressing. That puppy just wanted to play with a stoner friend.
Maybe we should watch another one.
Yeah, good idea.
Superman, man, am I glad to see you.
What are you doing on this deserted road?
Some guys from school drove out here and we're going to start fooling around with drugs. When I told them all drugs do is mess up your head and get you in a lot of trouble, they kicked me out of the van and drove off.
You're right not to get involved in the drug scene. Nobody with any sense wants any part of it.
How do I get home?
That's no problem at all.
I guess if you don't listen to Superman, you really have to reevaluate your life.
Yeah, but I don't know. I heard that kid was never seen again after Superman tried to fly him home.
Oh, God.
Ooh, wait. I knew who'll get us on the straight and narrow. Let's check this one out.
I get angry just thinking about it makes me mad. Little kids doing drugs, it turns my stomach. That stuff hurts. It stops you from living up to your potential. It holds you back. It hurts the user. It hurts his family. And it hurts his friends. I just want to shake some sense into you kids that are using drugs and thinking about using it. So remember, don't, or else. Okay?
Gosh, leave it to Mr. T to finally set me straight. He certainly pities a fool.
Well, I'm glad you finally kicked the habit.
Yeah, I sure am glad someone came and collected Betty number 1's body.
Yeah, that was starting to worry me about the smell.
Yeah.
I wonder if she had any next of kin.
Who knows?
That sounds like someone else's problem.
Hey, how about you give us your review?
First of all, I had to laugh pretty hard that this movie was going this hard about the devil's lettuce. It was such a scary thing that Joe was handing out heroin like it was candy, and that the heroin seemed pretty tame. That one kid was completely fucked by just having a little bit of Mary Jane. Then, that's a pretty scuzzy drug house when you have kids' stupid dirty shoes all over that tiny, gross couch in the middle of the room that every scene happened in. By the way, any of those kids over here earlier put their dirty shoes on our couches in the waiting room? They did, didn't they? God damn it. Anyway, this movie is pretty bad. It took no peer pressure whatsoever to have those girls come and get initiated by having rando sex with rando guys in the back of a dirty-ass drug house. Were kids in 1954 so bored that all this sounded like a perfect way to spend a Tuesday afternoon? And that piano party scene was stupid long. Did they run out of dumb, stilted dialogue? You take that out and the movie is 10 minutes long? This movie was something else. So for the final score, Girl Gang gets 2 poops out of 5.
That's giving it a lot of generous leeway, Nurse. I mean, this movie is next level bad, advanced silly. There is so much insanity in every scene. You mentioned how bad marijuana was treated in comparison to heroin, or at least it seemed that way in the movie. However, this movie literally teaches someone how to inject heroin in order to hide track marks. So hey, Nurse, when you decide to take the plunge in the heroin, be sure to inject it under your garter or up your skirt.
That's gonna be a problem.
No, why's that?
When I plan to go full-on heroin freak, I don't plan on wearing any pants or having any clothes on. Heroin addicts are completely savage, right?
I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what movies used to teach me.
Good to know, but hey, Girl Gang, thanks for teaching us all how to shoot dope.
Yeah, the old Doc character is maybe my favorite character in the whole movie, except for maybe the literal Playboy Playmate.
I loved it when he cheesed it the moment the cops showed up.
Yeah, that actor is Harry Keaton. He was a veteran of films for 35 years by this movie's release. He appeared in shorts as far back as 1919. He even had an uncredited role as a ballyhooer in 1933's King Kong, and by the 50s he was mostly working on these types of movies. He appeared in the George Weiss productions of Dance Hall Racket and Gun Girls. He also had a connection to Ed Wood with appearances in The Violent Years and 1960's The Sinister Urge. The latter was his final role in film. Keaton passed away in 1983 at the age of 78. All right, Nurse, I think we should close the book on Girl Gang.
The sooner the better.
Agreed. Next week, I promise it will be better. I think we'll cover something we've never done before. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me, Doc.
Hi there, viewers. We've had a lot of fun tonight, but we tackled some very important topics in this episode of B-Movie Enema, the series.
That's right, Jeff. We had some good times cracking wise about addiction, but what's not funny is the dangers of flavored sugar.
Be it pixie sticks, Nerds candy, Swedish fish, ring pops, or the innocuous-looking milk duds, the dangers of a sugar addiction are very real.
You might think there's nothing into biting into a bit of honey, but you are opening yourself up to the dangers of addiction. This can happen so often in high school and college students. It's the night before a big test, and you need to cram as much as you can to be ready. To stay awake, you might look at that package of Spree for a boost, but the next thing you know, you're several dozens of dollars into debt to Mike and Ike.
And it's not long after that, you are a total sweet tart junkie.
Parents, please talk to your children. The bright colors and the cartoon characters on the wrappers are there for a reason, to entice your children when you are in the checkout lane at your local grocery store.
And if you think you already have an addiction to the sweet stuff, see your doctor or dentist. Check yourself into a rehab center today. Call 1-8-STOP-CANDY to find out how you can get help today. Good night, Enemaniacs, and we will see you next week.